Hey, what's up, guys? Just starting off in my veggie garden. So this is just a veggie garden tour, but so we had some potatoes that we found that were already sprouted out, and I put them in there. These were all white, and now they're throwing leaves. So pretty excited about that. Those were potatoes from our harvest last year, and then these were some new potatoes we purchased because we thought we lost those. And then I got corn, beans, corn, beans, corn, beans, corn, beans. You get it. Some of these beans were planted sooner. I had a first round that I planted, and then I had sections of them, different types, and like the one type didn't come up, but the other one did. So I had to replant some of these, so that's why they're a little behind. It's super messy in here. I didn't do anything for weeding, as you can tell. There are peas running all along this part too that should climb up into this fence. And then there's a couple of zucchinis that got buried in here. Haven't really messed with this part much at all. So this is the other section of the yard that I kind of did. Pushed all the leaves in here from around the trees last year, but this is our potato patch or whatever. I don't know, it's probably 25 foot long or whatever. I don't really even come in here to do much. I just let the potatoes do their thing. We have had a rhubarb growing back here since we got the place, and it really blew up this year. My girl already harvested some. We made some rhubarb strawberry pie, and there are some onions back in there mixed with all the grass, but I put straw down the first year, and it was had seed in it, so I was getting a bunch of that popping up. But for the most part, the potatoes just drowned everything out anyway. They're kind of kicking ass. So there's like 3 different kind of potatoes in here. I think if you really look close, you can see the differences in some of the leaves. But yeah, they got all mixed in. This is just always going to be our little potato patch. Alright, this is the main part of the garden, which we have like 6 beds in here. So this one's 3 of these were last year, and then these 3 we set up this year. But these are all strawberries in here, 1 volunteer. These are beets. I think these are Brussels sprouts, but I don't know. I don't know what those look like when they grow. There's cilantro, there's some carrots popping, which I didn't get real good germination on the carrots there. Peppers, more carrots, more peppers, lettuce, and there's garlic in there too. And then these are pickles. They're cucumbers, but they're pickling cucumber, so they're gonna grow up that one. I got these archways going. The watermelon's working its way up. Over here there's some radishes that we had harvested and replanted. Some of these bigger ones in the middle weren't quite ready, but here's some more carrots. We got some more peas, and then these are garlic and onions kind of in the mix here in the middle. Same on this bed. This are 4 more of the watermelon. I'm really happy they're kicking ass this year. Lettuce that needs to be harvested. It's overgrown stuff, but there's peppers in the middle of that, and there's lettuce on either side. So like I said, I was really trying to intercrop more peppers. And then I got carrots. There's onions mixed in with the peppers there. These are the tomatoes, so I just did that Florida weave. I don't know if you can kind of see in there, but there's a stake on either side, and then you kind of crisscross the string on either side of them, so it makes a eyelet for them to kind of sit in. But those are 3 Roma tomatoes, and these are some that were gifted from my neighbor. I forget the names, but they're different assorted ones. This one's a cherry one, I think. But I still did carrots along this edge. I mean, that keeping them trimmed up like that will leave enough open area for the carrots. This is more radishes. I did start another round of carrots there that are a little behind it. These are all beets in the middle there, and then I got 1 giant sunflower, and then these are the slicing cucumbers that are going to kind of grow up into a fence there. I got 3 more Roma tomatoes, which I really love these. I got these seeds from Cascadian Grown's company. I'm drawing a blank on it. Melifana or something like that was the name of the seed company. But these are heirloom Roma tomatoes, and they're really, I love the way they grow. Tight internodal, really thick stalks. They seem to love it here. But there's some more peppers. That's a rutabaga, I think. Some more carrots in the middle here, and then these are the sweet baby watermelon, or these are the black diamond watermelon. You can see they're a lot bigger leaf and whatnot on there. These pots, I was trying to get some different herbs started. I haven't had much luck. I don't see them yet, but I forget which is which. Some of them got rosemary, some had sage, lavender. I was trying to plant them. I do got some of the cantaloupe or muskmelon going in the flower there. There's a couple more in this side, but these are all the baby sweet whatever watermelon. And these are 2 Rutgers tomatoes, which I think are determinate, where the other ones are indeterminate. So these ones I caged up like that, and I'm kind of letting them grow a little denser. But I did see signs of let's see, yeah, it's right here. So like that. I seen this, and that I believe that's yellow spot or septoria, which I think is a fungal pathogen, soil-borne. And after looking at it, I was like, oh yeah, we did have some of that last year in here. But anyway, so buried in here, this lettuce that popped up from the previous year. These are some cauliflower. This bed gets a little less sunlight directly. This is my broccoli just blowing up here. They're just starting to set their heads on it. And then these are more slicing cucumbers. I got this one here, but nothing's really growing on it. I'll have to figure that out. But yeah, there's the peas growing up that one. These are really kind of taking off, the peas. So that should be. But we've been pulling strawberries. We've been pulling the radishes. That's really all so far. But I think some of the beets in the pots will be ready. Some of the watermelons are starting to form little baby ones. If I can zoom in there. So we're getting flowers going. So that's the I guess the main part of the garden. Alright, and this is just a section in our front yard. We laid cardboard down and laid some purchased soil, pretty cheap soil on top. I amended it lightly, but I did a row of the giant sunflowers, mammoth sunflowers, and then these are like beans. And then these are all more tomatoes, which I'm going to string up the same way in that kind of Florida weave style. And then yeah, there'll be rows of tomatoes in here. Hopefully they all come through. These are some beans and tomatoes, and then up front here we got some pretty sunflowers going. So yeah, that's the rest of the garden tour. I gotta appreciate you guys checking it out. I'm just excited about these as anything, and I'll get to working on them and stringing these up, and maybe show the rest of that once these get tall enough. But you can see how stout these stay. These a lot of these Romas were, at least these 3 rows were volunteers that just popped up from the previous year. So we transplanted them out here, and some of them have been taken better than others, but the rest of these I started in the basement. So, but yeah, anyway.